Okay.
Okay. Jai Bhagavan. What is yoga? Yoga means union of body, mind and spirit, or union of our individual self with Supreme Self. God or Supreme Consciousness is called Brahman, and all of us are reflection of Brahman called Atman. We are covered up by causal body, astral body and gross body, and also we have to deal with the world. There are four major yogas for four kinds of personality in the world. Mind-oriented people practice Gnana Yoga. Heart-oriented people practice Bhakti Yoga. All religions of the world are Bhakti Yoga. Active people practice Karma Yoga or selfless service. And people who are contemplative practice Raja Yoga. Yoga existed for thousands of years, but Yogi Patanjali put into systematic form called Patanjali's Yoga Sutra 200 BC. The main teaching of Patanjali is Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Yoga is to remove the restlessness of the mind. For that, he recommended yoga position, and only thing he mentioned about yoga position is Sthira Sukha Asana. Steady and comfortable position for sitting for meditation. Later on, Hatha Yoga was developed extensively. What is Hatha Yoga and what is Raja Yoga? Yama and Niyama, 10 commandments of yoga that gets you in rhythm with nature. Then Asana and Pranayama, yoga position and breathing that gets your body in tune. Then Pratyahar, Dharana and Dhyana, withdrawal of senses, concentration, meditation, tunes our mind and astral body, and Samadhi gets us into the experience so we can unite with higher self. The first four stages is called Hatha Yoga, Yama, Niyamas, Asana, Pranayama. That means keeping the body healthy and strong is called Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga was developed later on, 200 AD, but Yogi Swatmaram was the first to bring it into form Hatha Yoga Pradipika in 15th century, and also in 15th century Shiva Samhita and Garanda Samhita were written. So these were the textbook. Later on, year 1900, Swami Shivananda in Himalayas established yoga, and he prepared many disciples. Some of his disciples who came to this country, Swami Vishnu Devanand, Swami Sachidanand, and also he had Swami Jyotirmayanand. They taught yoga, position and philosophy. At the same time in South India, there was a yogi. He born in 1888, Yogi Krishnamacharya, and he spread yoga through his disciple, his son Desikachar, Paddapi Joyce, Iyengar, BKS Iyengar, and a Russian student Indra Devi. These were the students. My brother and myself came to this country in around 1960-61, and we taught Kripalu Yoga. My brother Yogi Amrit Desai found Kripalu Center in Lenox, Massachusetts. I also taught Kripalu Yoga, but I revolutionized entire teaching, and I started writing the books. I taught for about 10 years, and first textbook was written in 1976. This is the total book of yoga, and later on this book was revised as Holistic Practice Manual, and that covers all the aspects of yoga. Then in 1977 I wrote the book Hatha Yoga Practice Manual, and 1981 Meditation Practice Manual, and these are the three classical textbooks of yoga at that level. In 1986 I prepared video in a VCR that was only available, that is in line with this book to show you what to practice, how to practice, and recently we got it converted to DVD. This Hatha Yoga gives you total guidance for total attunement, practicing only 8 basic positions. Beginner, sick person, very old person can practice, and very advanced students can also practice. So I also follow the same guideline. You don't need to spend lots of time in doing exercises, because our goal is to go deeper and reach energy level, mind level, and consciousness level. Then 1996 to 2002, I wrote the books on philosophy and explain. Reality Here and Now covers all the Vedanta philosophy and also self explains simplified form. Then I became revolutionary and thought on my own, thinking out of the box. I brought the dynamic series, which is dynamic balanced living. You learn to balance your life, material and spiritual life, physical and mental and spiritual activities. Turn life into meditation and take charge of your life, because you are the co-creator of your destiny. Then I further simplified to make the teaching contemporary, and my basic philosophy, personal to global transformation, get rooted within yourself, and once you grow, then spread to your family and then the world. So your focus should be within. Then this book, Wisdom for Living, explains with many quotes and many affirmations the philosophy, so that you can understand through this chart the philosophy of Jnana Yoga, Raja Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and meditation. So this chart explains them all. In this book, The Secret of Bliss, I explain many scriptures and interpreted them, and including Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, also bringing out the concept of macrocosm and microcosm. And the latest book, Dynamic Spiritual Transformation. My philosophy is transformation and not conversion. One should think out of the box. One should hatch out of the egg and think for own self, instead of following blindly, instead of being converted. Transform yourself. And all my books are my spiritual journey on the path. As I evolve, my writing and teaching has changed. All these books are available on my website, also on Amazon, and also Kindle. And I want to give away this book to all the deserving people at very inexpensive price. Also, I am at the last stage of life called Sannyasa Ashram. My main goal is to practice and also serve selflessly to the community in any capacity I can. So wherever I am invited, I will offer my services. Jai Bhagavan.
Jai Bhagwan.